Ekankara Satguru Teh Prasad Sach Hoy. Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh, Vighan Vinasan Soy. Welcome to another episode of Nanak Prakash Granth in English. In this episode we will be doing Uttaraardh 2.34, Baghdad, Blessing Pir Dastgir. Out of all the pleasures, the best is to listen to the Shri Gurmukh say the Naam. It gives everlasting bliss. Shri Bala Sundarvaj. Shri Guru Angad Dev Ji listened to the blissful Katha of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, which shows the great path to Mukti. The Dina Bandhu travelled to the great land of Baghdad. Pir Dastgir lived there. Everyone served the Pir and obeyed his commands. He was really powerful and known to all. Whatever wisdom he gave, the king and the people followed him. He had many murids who obeyed him and followed him. To take his ego away, the master went to him. Guruji went to the capital. There was a small river outside the city. Guruji set up his dera there. After spending the night, Prabhuji woke up at Amrit Vela. He bathed and recited Bani. He praised Shri Kartar, whom no one can compare to. Lakh Patal, Lakh Akas. When the giver of joy recited this line, a murid of the Pir heard this line and came to Guruji. He was there to bathe at the river. He was surprised to hear the line. He started to think about what he had heard. What blasphemy is he spewing? Who is he? The Quran Kateb does not say this. He came to Guruji to challenge his words. Where the light of the Bidis was sitting, Bhai Mardana Ji began to sing Kirtan. He played the Rabab and praised the Bhagavan. The Murid stood for a while, listening quietly, and then went back to his Pir without saying anything. The Murid said to his Pir, Sire sits outside the city. He speaks blasphemy. 14 tabaks, worlds. You yourself told us this. This Hindu fakir speaks of lakhs of akashas and lakhs of patals. He says there is no end to the number of worlds. Tired of looking. I was shocked to hear this. I couldn't tolerate it. He spoke against of what the Quran has written. Fakir is speaking a lie, or he is on anything he said. The other bad thing he did was that he began singing in a rag. You have made the whole country stop singing rags. If someone comes close to you and disobeys you, the people far away will be shameless. If this continues, your radiance will go less. If you don't do something about this, this will get out of hand. The fakir spoke blasphemy and needs to be punished severely. If you don't stop him, the Muslims will become kafirs. Dastgir heard the harsh words and got angry. He spread news in the whole city. Throw stones at the fakir. Everyone should go without delay. The fakir has not obeyed my command. He came close to me and spoke lies. If he goes away from here without being punished, he won't be scared. Baghdad is a great city. This is a great place of Turks. If sins happen here, nobody will keep the traditions. Obeying Dastgir's commands, seniors and children ran towards Guruji. They all picked up a stone and ran yelling. Guru Nanak Dev Ji heard the people coming, making loud noise. Guruji called out a loud bang, the call. Nirankar, Sat Sri Akal, Gurupurshotam, Ekankar Kripala. As soon as everyone heard this, men and women, they all went quiet and still. They fell into a trance. They lost their senses for some time. Seeing this great power, the Pir heard of this and came himself. He took many people with him. He had the wish to defeat Guruji. Dastgir used his powers to wake everyone that lost their senses. He walked with ego to where Guruji was sitting. It was like a firefly going to attempt to destroy the radiance of the sun. Everyone got up and surrounded Guruji. They raised their arms to throw stones at Guruji. There were many people. When they wanted to throw the stones, Guruji grunted and said, Oankar. The people who raised their arms froze in the air. They couldn't lower their arms. They became like wood. Everyone was shocked. They were in pain. Dastgir used his power in full strength, but he failed in front of Guruji. He figured out that Guruji was stronger than him. It was like a small star trying to overpower the radiance of the sun. It was like a small twister being filled with pride and going in front of a great storm. He could not win. Dastgir thought of this. I can't win him like this, but I will defeat him in an argument. He came to Guruji and said, You speak blasphemy. Who are you? Where did you come from? You show your great powers. You spoke of lakhs of patals to all. You then sing rags which makes the mind wander. You sang it here. They were both wrong things you did. I don't see you as a dervish. I want you to answer for these two sins you did. Otherwise, leave this land. The destroyer of ego, Guruji, the Gunkhani, spoke to Dastgir. You slandered the rags. Listen to his tradition. It gives joy and makes the mind still. I was singing the praise of Shri Kartarji. The praises live in the heart if sung in rag. If one can earn it, then one will listen to the rag and experience its pleasure and calming effect. They will flourish and bloom when they hear it. The Naam of Hari is sung in the rag. The Jagyasu will be happy to hear this. The person will become one with the Shri Prabhuji, the indestructible one. There is no other way in Kali Yuga. The Kirtan, Rabab, and Bhai Mardana ji came from Sachkhand, where the Shri Prabhu lives. The one who does Kirtan, crores will achieve mukti. For this reason, I have started the tradition of rag. One can sing praises in this pleasureful way. The minds will be drenched in this prema bhakti. You said that the rag makes the mind wander and get stuck in vices. Those who are stuck in lust, only their minds wander when hearing bad songs in rag. They will go to hell. Listen to the other answer. Your Quran speaks of 14 tabaks. The one who wrote the Quran only knew of 14 tabaks. The one who knows of lakhs of patals, they don't lie. They have seen them. The truth is that there are a lot more than lakhs. There is no end to how many there are. They can't be counted. The Master is infinite. Dastgir heard this and did not believe it. He spoke to Guruji. I can't believe what you are saying. If you know about this, then show them to me. Take my son with you and take him how far you can go. The Shri Jagannath held the hand of Dastgir's son and said, Close your eyes. You will see what you wish for. The son of the Pir closed his eyes. As soon as he closed his eyes, he saw another space. He spent many days exploring the different worlds. He saw many Akash Gangas, many galaxies, and went to many worlds. He spent many days touring the different worlds. Guruji showed him many other dimensions. According to the Pir's son's reality, many years passed like this. He saw lakhs of galaxies. Guruji then showed him one patal. They spent many days there and then went to another. When they reached the third patal, they toured that. They saw lakhs of patals. Sadguruji spent many years with the son of the Pir there, as per the boy's reality. The boy was tired touring for so many years. He folded his hands and spoke with humility. There is no end to these galaxies and universes. I have been separated from my family for many years. Let's go back home now. I know that you are Khuda himself and no one else. Sadguruji heard this and said, If you have any other wish to see anything else, there is more to see. There is no end to this. If you are getting anxious and wish to go home, then your father won't believe this. Let's do something that gives him faith. Let's go to Sachkhand and see its Sangat. They are doing Kirtan there. We will take Panchamrit from there and bring it to your father. Guruji went to Sachkhand with the Pir's son. The saints were sitting in Sachkhand and doing Kirtan. When they saw Shri Guruji come, they all rejoiced and got up to welcome him. They bowed to his lotus feet and had him sit in the middle of the court on a high seat. They lit divas and did Guruji's harti. They did his puja and sang his praises. They put a garland of flowers from Sachkhand around his neck. A big pot of Panchamrit came. Ardas was done standing up. The prasad was distributed to all. The Pir's son got some too and was really happy. Many had got up prasad. Guruji showed the boy many other sangats of saints who worshipped Guruji in many universes. A bowl filled with kada prasad was given to the boy from Sachkhand. Taking the prasad, they both went back to earth. In Baghdad, where the Pir was sitting with his murids, they came there. The Pir saw his son, and Guruji reappeared and asked his son, "Did you see the lakhs of patals? Was he lying? You came back very quickly." Dastgir's son was shocked to hear this. With great surprise, he said, "O father, I don't understand. I will tell you what I know. This Darvesh is Khuda himself. You said we came back quickly, when it felt like I spent 100 years roaming the galaxies. I saw lakhs of patals and lakhs of akashas. I couldn't see the end of the universe. I was tired, and then I wanted to come back. I asked him to bring me back. I saw his sangat everywhere we went. They all did kirtan on different planets. They all praised him. They worship his feet with love." Dastgir was surprised to hear all this. He was shocked with all that he was told. He thought to himself, they had only left for an hour. We all stayed sitting here when they disappeared. They say they spent many years. He says he saw lakhs of patals and akashas. This seems impossible. The Pir saw this as amazing. He thought for a long time in his mind. He thought to himself further, I am considered the greatest of all Pirs. There is nobody more powerful than me. There is no one bigger than me in the world. Everyone obeys me. The whole land bows to my feet. My power, yet, is very small in front of this person. I am like a grain of sand in front of the Samir mountain. This is not a human being. This is Khuda who took on a human body. There is no one equal to him. I should bow to him with my hands folded. He thought about this and bowed to Guruji's feet. There is another conversation with the Pir that Gyani Sher Singh Ji mentions, but is not written by Kavi Santokh Singh Ji. This occurs while the Pir sits in his seat, and Guruji was brought before him to be tried. Upon the accounts written previously, the Pir understood that Guruji was Khuda. He asked Guruji some questions. The Pir asked Guruji 3 questions. 1. What was before Khuda? 2. Where does Khuda live? And 3. What does Khuda do? Guruji said, count to 10. The Pir began counting. 1, 2, 3. Guruji said, you are counting wrong. The Pir started again, and Guruji stopped him again. Guruji said, why do you begin with 1? The Pir said, there is nothing before 1. Guruji said, that's your answer. There is nothing before 1. There is nothing before Khuda. For the second question, Guruji said, serve me milk. A cup of milk was brought for Guruji. Guruji said, there is something mixed in here. The Pir said, the milk is pure. It has not been tampered with. I swear. Guruji said, there is ghee in the milk. The Pir agreed. Guruji said, the milk has ghee, but cannot be seen. Khuda lives everywhere, but you can't see him. For the last question, Guruji was sitting on a lower area. Pir Dastgir was sitting on a higher place. Guruji said, if you are asking me things of Gyan, I need to sit higher than you. The Pir came off his seat and sat down. Guruji sat on the seat and laughed. He said, Pir, this is what Khuda does. He makes the lower higher and the higher low. The Pir bowed and lost his ego. He said to all his murids, bow to his feet and ask him to forgive you. He is not a human being. He is the form of Allah Khuda. The people heard the Pir and realized that Guruji was Khuda. They all bowed to his Guruji's feet. They brought many types of gifts when bowing. The stuck arms were cured. They all bowed to Guruji. They remembered what they did and asked for forgiveness. They had faith for Guruji. The Turks all did puja of Guruji. Guruji gave them all wisdom. Do the Simran of Satnam. He is the master of the universe. Don't make the mistake of taking sides. See the Khuda in all. Practice this with determination, and you will achieve mukti. Guruji spent many days there. He gave wisdom to many and gave them mukti. Guruji got ready to travel on. I bow to the Satguru. And that is the end of the chapter. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.